9, 8, 7, 6.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew.
I'm not modeling anymore for the two of you.
LoveLine.
Is my mic on? Yeah, it is.
There we go.
There we go. I know. Sometimes Anderson forgets to turn the mic on.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. He's trying to tell you something. He's not forgetting anything.
You know what's great about working here? Someone forgets to turn your mic on, you make mention of it during the show, and now you're getting punished. Fantastic. All right, there's no discipline. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Tonight, Adrian and Tom are both here from No Doubt. Guys, we haven't seen in a while, although I'm trying to think when the last time I saw Tom and Adrian was. I know I saw somebody. I saw both of you maybe at Darren's wedding from Goldfinger,
at the
right?
Sportsman's Lodge.
Oh, yes, Cash Bar.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about that last night. Darren called in 5 minutes later crying. But the truth can hurt. No Doubt we had in here, we had a little debacle about 5 years ago,
Yep.
4.5 years
5
ago.
Years ago. Yep.
When was that?
5 years ago. Just when we started in this studio, really. Or the syndicated
Was it?
show.
Ricky
Yeah.
was here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're talking over 4.5 years ago. At that time, Tragic Kingdom had been out for like a year,
Yeah.
I think.
Just
right?
came out.
Did it just come out? Because I
That's
think
right,
I thought it was out for a little while, and it just got hot. It wasn't Tragic Kingdom out for 8 or 9 months, and then it got hot?
Yeah, it took about a year. But when we were here, it was, I think, right around Thanksgiving of '95.
You want to hear something more bizarre about the history of No Doubt on K-Rock? Is they doing this behind the music show?
Right.
The only footage they could find from their early days was on LoveLine. Footage
Photograph footage
video
or just
footage.
video
I
footage?
don't remember there being a camera there when you guys were there, but was it like a handheld? Somebody was...
We weren't in the picture.
Oh, it was just old footage of us.
Old footage of yourself and Poor Man.
How funny.
Have you guys seen the behind the music yet?
Yes.
Is that how'd you like it, by the way? I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty good.
It's not. It's coming out Thursday and Friday, right?
They
Is that
played it
right?
Sunday. It's gonna be out Thursday and Friday this week.
I see. I love that show. It's like a heroine. You ever watch that?
The only last one I saw was with you, and it was about the Mamas and the Papas.
I know, but I don't even like the Mamas and the Papas. We're riveted, right?
We watched it 3 times.
I would watch one if they did one on the Country Bear Jamboree. On the animatronic bears, I would watch the thing. I swear to God. It's something so interesting, no matter whether you're a band, an actor, an inventor, whatever you are, there's something about that starting from this point, getting to that point.
Yeah.
Then
It's a
always.
story.
But you guys haven't fallen apart. Why'd they do a story about you?
I don't know. We've been together for 13 years, so there's enough history there. We've gone through some weird stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, usually
drugs, we did
somebody
bird
has to
downing.
OD and die, or the wheels, plane crash, bus accident. I mean, the wheels really have to come off the wagon. Is there something I don't know about?
We were definitely questioning it ourselves about, are we interesting enough? Has there been enough drama in our career? But I think they did a really good job with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Let me also give a few plugs. Return of Saturn is the name of the CD, which is currently out, just out. Again, the Behind the Music coming up. And Virgin Megastore performance with no date on it. But when is that?
That's tomorrow, and we're encouraging everyone that doesn't have a wristband not to show up because they will not be able to see the performance.
Wait, somebody's
Someone's waving their arms frantically in the background.
screaming at you.
They should come anyway? No, they shouldn't come. Okay. Don't come if you don't have a wristband. How many wristbands did you give out?
1,100.
Oh, that's nice. And they went like hotcakes, and they're all out of them, right?
Yes.
And it's a Virgin Megastore, I'm guessing, on Sunset and Crescent Heights?
No, it's down in Costa Mesa at Triangle Square.
Well, same place. All right. But don't go unless you have one of those wristbands. How did they give those wristbands out? Are people getting in line, or was it a lottery, or how's that work?
I have no idea.
I think there was a long line the night before the record came out at midnight. People were around the Virgin Megastore, and then they were giving out wristbands then.
Tom, are you still playing Dr. Bruce's Triumph Triangle guitar?
Dr. Bruce has a great guitar collection. I haven't seen that guy in a while, but
Yeah, he's in prison.
oh yeah.
No.
I've heard him on here a few times. I have a couple of his old Fender Bassman amps. He's a good guy.
But didn't he give you at some point? Didn't he hook up with you and get a guitar to you?
He gave me a couple of guitars, a Les Paul and an SG, and I had them for months and months.
And did you play them in concert?
I think I may have used some of them actually in the studio, but never in concert. I can't play Les Paul. I can only play Explorers and Vs.
All right. Well,
live.
don't tell him that. It would break his heart. That's his claim to fame, that you played his triangle guitar. I thought that was his guitar for some reason. Maybe it's because he told me. All right. So we'll hear something off the. Does Gwen still hate me?
She hasn't said anything
Yes.
about that.
The answer is yes. Of course
Answer's
that's
yes.
Do you see her here?
That's a very, very valid point. We had a little mix-up last time she was in here.
Everything's fine.
All right.
Next.
All
Kiss
right.
my ass, Adam.
All right. Now, who was that? Fiona Apple?
By the way, she sort of has joined an illustrious crowd of people that hate Adam. I mean,
Oh.
it's not like she's not a mark of distinction or anything.
Yeah.
Just line up.
Move over, Mom. Move over, Dad. Gwen Stefani's she's throwing her hat in the ring, too.
You know, Gwen's not much of a hater, actually.
No, you know what? I know we had a little spat, but she's a very, very nice person. And you know the thing that's makes me very even-handed, Drew?
Yeah.
I can get into arguments with people or have disputes with people and still recognize they're decent people.
Yes.
I know that makes me an a-hole.
You're right. You can make them feel like crap, but
I still know the difference between good people and bad people, and just because you don't like me doesn't make you a bad person.
That's right. Right.
And it could be an argument for making you a good person.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you. All right. Heather,
Yeah.
you're 22. What's up?
Well, I'm kind of torn at the moment. I am kind of seeing this girl. I was dating her. I broke up with her when she told me she wanted to see a guy along with me. And
Along with you?
yeah, she told me she wanted to stay with me,
Wait.
disrupt our relationship, but could he join? And I wasn't too keen on that, so I broke up with her. And I still see her all the time because I really like her.
Yeah.
And my ex-boyfriend just came back into town. He had left state when I broke up with him. And he had found out that we were together because she is his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, jeez.
All right. You all have to kill yourselves.
Basically.
Just
Start
start
over.
new. Yes. Put yourself in the ground, and hopefully something good will grow.
What's your question?
Right? I don't know what to do because I still have feelings for him. But I really, really like this girl.
Why did he leave the state?
And she's pregnant right now by one of two guys. Either the guy before me or the guy that she wanted to see with me.
And the F is going on with Heather.
What?
And where do we begin?
I don't know. Heather,
Yeah.
what is up? What's with the Jerry Springer lifestyle you're leading here?
She said that I could take him right off the network if they put me on show. I mean, I live in a one-bedroom apartment with two other people. My brother, who just said he's bisexual, and this girl.
All right.
So,
What happened to you growing up?
and you and your brother had a pretty tough time growing up, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very confused people, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to do. Like, I was going to play this for her tomorrow to show her because I'm unable to really speak to her.
This tape?
I was going to record it later.
What's her name?
What do you mean later?
What's her?
You're calling in the 11 o'clock hour?
What's her name?
No, tomorrow when I see her.
Tomorrow. What's her name?
Laura.
Laura. Laura, run!
Drew rarely gives that advice.
Oh, that sucks.
All right. Hey, Heather.
Yeah.
Listen, I know you grew up in a very chaotic environment, and now you're hell-bent on keeping that chaos alive. But could you just sort of get off the chaos S-wagon for a second and take a breath?
There's a child involved here. Get out of that woman's life. That's a lot of chaos, and it's going to be worse when there's a kid involved, and you're only going to add to that child's. God knows what that child's going to be brought
I have a child, too.
Oh, my God.
It should be taken away.
Okay.
If raccoons raised it, it'd have a better chance.
It's living in the one-bedroom apartment with the other three people?
I'm not raising her.
It got taken away.
I see her. I'm not raising her.
It
Okay,
did get
good.
taken away.
Well, yeah, but who's raising? Family?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Please. I'd rather have Satan's caddy raise that child.
Okay.
All right, Heather.
Yeah.
No more kids. Whatever substances you're on, get off them. And I rarely say this, but find Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Can you do that? I know he's in prison, but he may have gotten out. Everyone who goes to prison seems to find Jesus, but I think he made a break for it, and he may be on the lam, so you may be able to find him.
It says here your ex-boyfriend is alcoholic. Is that right?
Yeah, that's why I left him.
All right, Heather,
so
just
that's not changed, has it?
No. Okay.
Well, Heather's.
Hoping it would have.
But it hasn't changed.
Heather.
Yeah.
Here, because we're out of time with you, here's what you need to do. Anything you want to do, don't do it.
Okay. So
okay?
I'm thinking do opposite.
Do the opposite. Do the opposite.
Do nothing.
Well, yeah, but she's thinking about something, so the opposite will be nothing. You understand?
Yeah.
All right, Heather, please. Keep yourself out of trouble and don't get pregnant. Stop acting out. All right?
Yep.
We need to decide what her sexual orientation is, too. This back and forth stuff's going to be crazy.
Listen, as we've learned from this show, you scramble your kids early, and that's it. I mean, it's like we always use this metaphor, but you have sort of an antenna to get you through life, and when someone smashes that antenna, when alcoholic dad or pedophile uncle bends that antenna of yours, that's it. You just go through. Now it's like your ship out in a storm, and you have no radar. So you're just banging up against the rocks for the rest of your life. David?
Yes.
You're 21.
Yes.
What's up?
I was just wondering about having sex in a chlorinated pool. Would kill the sperm or deteriorate a condom or what?
It does screw up the condom, doesn't it?
It doesn't do anything to sperm, though.
It doesn't do nothing to sperm?
Sperm just love that water.
Well, what do you mean, though? I mean...
Okay, so if...
Let's put it this way. How many times have I mentioned jacuzzis or swimming pools as a means of contraception?
I don't know. I just started listening about 6 months ago.
What if he rubs a little diatomaceous earth on the end of his penis? Would that act as a barrier?
Plug, maybe, but...
Hey, David?
Yes.
Yeah, but you're in your girlfriend, right?
Yes.
It's not like you just whacked off on a raft or something and then she swam in the pool that the raft was in. You're in her, right?
Yes.
All right, well, so she can get pregnant.
Of course, yeah.
I'm confused, though, because if they're submerged underwater...
Right.
Her vagina will fill up with water and lubrication just deteriorates, right?
It's a problem,
yes.
yeah, but people can do that still. They're okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it can screw with the condom a little bit. It can make the condom
I've had
less.
poor luck at that.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
I put the condom on in the pool and then go by the air jet and give myself a little shot and fill up the condom, really blow it out like a Macy's Day float, you know?
While you're still in her? Or?
Oh, no, before I get in.
Before you get in. So
yeah. Very nice.
Impress the ladies.
That's right.
Nice.
There's nothing turns a woman on like the belching of the condom before it goes in. All right, so everyone can get pregnant wherever you are. That's our message. Robert?
Yes.
You're 17. You're on with half of No Doubt.
Yes. I have a question. This is not the first time it's happened, but my brother's girlfriend is, we've started having sex lately, and me and my brother are 20 months apart, and him and his girlfriend are 15, and for some reason his girlfriends start to become more attracted to me sexually and everything. So should I tell my brother or just let it lie like the other ones or what?
The other ones?
Yeah, it's happened once before. It happened 6 months ago.
And when you say she's more attracted to you, you respond to that?
Well, I mean, at first, both of them have started off like, real shallow hints and everything else. And then, like when my brothers...
Robert, do you respond to them?
Well, he says he's screwing around with her.
Well, I just want to hear what... He didn't really come out with that yet.
Yeah, well, we're having sex,
Okay, well, that's what I was asking.
I don't even think my brother and hers had sex.
That's nice.
Normally I would think this is a totally bogus call, but Robert's freaking me out enough to believe it.
Hey, Robert?
Yes?
Why? This has happened before with your brother's girlfriends?
One time, he said.
One time.
You had sex with another one of your brother's girlfriends?
Well, we had oral sex.
Oh, I see. That doesn't count. Did he find out about it?
No.
That's his question. Let this one slide just like that one.
Yeah, I think you should.
Oh.
Well, listen, stop having sex with her.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert?
Yes.
I know it's real funny, but your brother will find out, and then he'll probably try to kill you in your sleep.
Well, yeah, true. He does have a temper.
Yeah. And I'm guessing you were raised in an environment where there's lots of, farm equipment and stuff that he could stab you with. Yeah, go out to the shed, get a hoe or a sickle or something rusty, something he put in you.
Well,
there
yeah.
you go. All right, Robert. Hey, Robert, let me explain something.
All right.
You don't really account for this when you're young, but you can do stuff to your brothers and sisters where they'll hate your guts for like the rest of their lives. I mean, 20 years, 50 years. You know what I mean? I mean, if you banged around with your kid brother's girlfriend, once or twice, that's enough for him to hate you for many, many, many years to come. And I know it doesn't seem like such a big deal when you're 17, but later on in life, at like reunions and holidays and things like that, it kind of comes back to haunt you. Like I bet my sister wishes she never stabbed me with that crocheting needle.
You want to tell us the whole story?
No, just that was the story. That was it. I was seeing if I could get a rise out of you guys. Crystal? Drew, that's good radio, by the way, where you just sit there and look at me for a while. Crystal, you're 17.
Yeah.
I can't believe we get paid the same amount,
Nothing
Drew.
wrong with dramatic and pregnant pauses.
That's right.
Don't be afraid of silence, Adam. Come
All
on.
right. Oh, you better be afraid of it, because if I shut up, you're going off the air. Crystal?
Thank God for Dr. Drew.
He didn't
Not
want to...
Dr. Adam. I don't see a doctor in front of your name, Mr. Big Mouth.
Oh, my God. That David Allen Greer's never coming back on this show. Crystal?
Yeah.
You're 17. What's up?
Well, I think I might be pregnant. I haven't had my period for 2 months, and my boyfriend that I'm with, he's the only other one that knows. And I was wondering if there would be a possible way that I could get an abortion without anybody knowing.
Yeah, pretty much you're entitled to that the way things are in this country right now.
One of my friends told me that when you got an abortion that you had to have a parent's consent or an adult's consent.
I don't believe that's true.
I don't think you do at 17. What state are you calling from?
Texas.
Oh, hell no. They don't have laws there.
Have you tried calling Planned Parenthood?
Yeah.
And what'd they say?
Well,
Oh,
they just...
She's worse than you are, Drew. Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
They just said that I wouldn't...
All right. I'm going to go take a leak, Drew. When you find out what Planned Parenthood said, call me. I'll be in the bathroom, all right?
Crystal?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did they say?
Crystal, you understand you're on Earth and on the radio and there's a phone up to your mouth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. You talked to Planned Parenthood and they said...
That I shouldn't be having a baby right now.
Oh, she's just making this up.
I know. Crystal.
Yes.
You didn't call Planned Parenthood. Or you're making this whole story up.
I'm not making the story up.
Oh, thank God, because you'd be the world's worst liar. And you did call Planned Parenthood or you didn't? I'm going with no.
No.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Call them.
Call Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
and next time, stop jacking us off for an hour and a half. Will you figure out whether you called Planned Parenthood or not? Would you? Jesus Christ! And by the way, people, if you're gonna lie, please lie. You stalling. The stalling is not a great tactic when it comes to lying. I mean, we do that. We do this all the time. I'll give you a LoveLine answer. Just ask one of those questions: is your dad an alcoholic, or were you ever raped,
Were you ever
or do you have
abused?
would you shut up and ask? Give me a beat here. All right, go ahead.
Were you ever abused?
No.
Did Dad hit you when you were growing up?
What? What?
No. Did my dad hit?
Did my dad hit me? Listen, when you give a good 55 count in between answering the question and the question being asked, it usually implies some guilt. So and it's all right. You didn't call Planned Parenthood, and just call them tomorrow. And I don't believe they told me I shouldn't be having a baby.
1-800-230-PLAN. 230-PLAN.
All right. Drew, you got an arrow pointed up on the screen where there is no call. Do we want to hear No Doubt song?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Good thinking.
All right. You got it queued up there, Anderson? Yes. This is from No Doubt. This is called Ex-Girlfriend. Oh, really?
restrictions. I found myself trying to change you. If you were meant to be my lover, I wouldn't have to. And I feel so mean, I feel in between. 'Cause I'm about to give you. I always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend. Someone else to I always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend. I hope I hold a special place with the rest of them. All the time you wasted. I always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend. And I'm another ex-girlfriend on your list, but I should have thought of that before we kissed. I'm another ex-girlfriend on your list, but I should have thought of that before we kissed. I'm about to give you away for someone else to take. I'm about to give you away for someone else to take. We've been little mistakes for souvenirs, and we've been in between the days for years. And I know that when I see you, I'm going to die. I know I'm gonna want you, and you know why. It's gonna kill me to see you with the next girl, 'cause I'm almost got just some jealous kind of ex-girl. But I should have thought of that before we kissed. I kinda always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend. Whoa, I kinda always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend. Whoa, I hope I hold a special place with the rest of them. All the time you wasted. Kinda always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend. Another ex-girlfriend on your list, but I should have thought of that before we kissed. I'm another ex-girlfriend on your list. I should have thought of that before we kissed.
We about to get funky, y'all.
This is LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Oh, we'll be right back.
Hello?
Hi, Mom.
Oh, dear, you never call unless it's something.
It is. I'm pregnant.
I knew it! How do you know?
The first response pregnancy test. It works when you're just a day late.
First response. So advanced it can be used as soon as the first day of your missed period. No at-home test works sooner. And it's over 99% accurate in lab tests. Use as directed. See your doctor as recommended.
Me? Oh, a grandmother!
Congratulations, Mom.
Oh, thanks, dear.
First response. Nobody tells you sooner.
Commercials are more effective if you use real people. So on the line is Angie McPhee, a Geico auto insurance customer who saved over $300. This is not an actor we hired to play Angie McPhee. It's the Angie McPhee. So in your own words, tell us, are you Angie McPhee?
Yes.
There. Unmistakable proof that Geico customers are real and save money. In 15 minutes, you could save 15%. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. 1-800-947-AUTO. Geico Direct, the sensible alternative.
Hi, I'm Serenity, and these are my friends, Missy and Stephanie.
You know, a lot of things happen to us every day that we have no control over.
But HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases aren't things that just happen to you. You do have a choice.
You can choose to use a condom, have safe sex, and take control of your life.
Asking for a condom isn't stupid. It's smart. It shows that you care about yourself and your partner.
You can do something about sexually transmitted diseases.
Use a condom.
Every partner.
Every time.
We do.
A message brought to you by Wicked Pictures and AIDS Project Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool, join the crowd, have a drink even though you're not 21.
Let's go, she's no fun.
Make the right choice, don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somewhere in our community is a mother whose drug abuse once left her unable to care for her kids. There's a father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum: get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and alcohol problems, and the good news is that these programs are making a big difference in people's lives. With proper treatment, mothers and fathers, sweethearts and coworkers, friends and neighbors are overcoming drug and alcohol problems and reclaiming their lives. Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, I don't think our campfire's totally out.
Are you kidding me? I know when a campfire's out.
Did you drown the fire with water and stir it with a stick?
No, it's out. We don't have to. Who said that?
Frank, it's a talking moose with sunglasses.
And a bunch of singing and dancing forest animals.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
And when your folks desire to build a fire,
Hot, hot.
clear brush and branches away, and keep water nearby like you oughta.
Okay, I poured water on the fire. I stirred it with a stick. Everybody walked slowly toward the RV.
Dad, these are just Smokey's friends.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Frank, it's Smokey.
Nice hat, Smokey. Want the rest of my peanut butter sandwich?
Dad!
Visit Smokey at www.smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council.
Yeah. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Adrian and Tom are both here from No Doubt. We heard something off the new CD. We'll hear something else off the new CD before the night is through. And Behind the Music coming up. Now, I always see it in its reruns and or whenever. When does Behind the Music originally air? Sunday nights?
Yes, and they're going to show it Thursday and Friday this week.
All right. Is that at, what's that, 8? Well, it comes on at all different times. What time is that on? Do you know?
I don't know. Check the local listings.
All right. We're in here. We're not going to be able to see it. All right. Maybe Friday I can see it. And as far as checking local listings, I never do that anymore. Does anyone do that? Do you have a TV guide? Do you look at the paper?
That's what TiVo's for.
I got to get that TiVo.
Yeah.
You got that TiVo?
No.
Huh. I got to get me one of them TiVo things. All right, and Matthew McConaughey will be in here on Sunday. Well, he's a big star. That's nice. Theoretically, I'm going to his... When's that movie premiere, Ann? Is that tomorrow? 21st. Wait a minute. I thought it was... All right. Well, anyway. All right, we'll get back on the phones. Before we get back on the phones, let me just tell you what I did today.
Please, tell us.
I wrote the government a check for $254,000.
Good for you.
Thank you.
All right.
That's a good
Thank you
thing.
very much.
Hi.
And think of all the goods it will get you.
Yeah.
Your own trash man.
Trash man still comes at 6:15 in the morning, and God forbid I toss a hefty bag out there. He ain't getting out of his truck for nothing.
By the way, if you're literally a millionaire, how come it was only 240?
Well, first of all, it was 254, wise ass, and secondly, that was just one installment.
Okay.
You know what I love? You know what I love about me or living in the United States is I have never gotten welfare, never gotten unemployment, never got a grant. When I signed up to be a fireman, they told me I had to wait 5 years because I was a honky. I don't have any kids in schools. Lord knows I've never used the libraries. I've never called 911. I've never called the fire department. I've never ran over a stop sign or knocked over a fire hydrant. I've never used the government for anything ever in my entire life. I just got done paying them $254,000, and you know what? They need more. That ain't enough.
You better start knocking over.
I better start using stuff.
I don't see you leaving.
I know, I should. I should go to Canada and start my own sex colony.
Where there's no
or something.
taxes.
That's right. But still, at least some sort of grant or something. At least I should get my garbage picked up, shouldn't I? If I throw one of those hefty bags out front, shouldn't they get out of the truck and throw that in the car for $254K?
I led a discussion group with some adolescents yesterday afternoon, and somehow you came up and they went, "He's making so much money. I don't like that. I don't like him anymore. He makes too much money."
Kiss my ass, you little punks. I don't care. You know why? I don't need you. I'll buy new friends. That's right. Robert?
Yeah.
You're 21. What's up?
All right, here's the scoop, man. My girlfriend and I, just like out of, I guess you could say we had a wild hair, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we had a threesome with a friend of ours, a guy friend. Of course, I didn't do nothing with him, okay? But
of course not.
Yeah, Robert.
Sure,
Right.
buddy.
Good.
Sure. But boy's your ear killing you.
yeah. So anyway,
I'll reach around.
my girlfriend liked it. You know, like after it happened, I got like really pissed and left.
Yeah. Surprise.
Like still happening, you know?
Yep.
Oh, did they keep going when you left?
What's that?
Did they keep going when you left?
Yeah.
Did he yell, "Get me a beer and a towel"?
No.
No.
Didn't that feel awful?
So anyway,
Robert, didn't that feel awful?
Actually, it did. Yeah.
It is always often. Well, always some feelings like that from
Oh my God,
somebody.
especially when you leave and he's like, "Hey, shut the door and give me some Kleenex."
He was a pretty good friend of mine.
That's
and
sick.
It was like.
All right, but
you know, there was a lot of
okay.
after that.
Well, what about it, Robert?
So
No.
anyway, what I want to know though is it. You know, I don't know. I think it's every guy's dream. You know.
Yeah, to have a threesome, but that's with 2 women and you. I mean,
You're gay.
what about a 5-some? 4 guys in your girlfriend. Wouldn't that be even better?
And typically, those sorts of fantasies should not be sort of acted out in a context of a relationship. The relationship won't make it, as you're finding out.
But see, yeah, that's the thing though. Is you know, I mean, at one time I got her to agree to doing it with a girl.
Here's Robert's thinking.
Right.
If he balances the scale out, the
Right.
relationship will be fine again.
Hey, Robert, listen, this thing is over, and it was over the day you decided to involve your friend. Not because your friend got involved, but because you decided to get your friend involved.
That's right.
I mean, I don't want to get too philosophical here, but think about it. You have a girlfriend, you're theoretically in love, and then you decide, hey, what if my friend banged her too while I watched and hung out, or we both had sex with her? How in love with her are you when you're inviting one of your friends to climb on board?
Especially if he outlasts you, and then you're just watching, and you're just limping. You're an idiot.
Yeah. And I appreciate the part about the fantasy and the threesome, but it's supposed to be the 2 playmate twins and you, not your buddy who works down the assembly line at the John Deere factory.
Yeah, he decided to have a guy, but he's not gay. Come in as a third party.
Yeah, I'm saying he wanted to end this thing.
Well,
That's why he brought him in.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it, but he wanted to. Thank you.
And I think he was angling. He was sort of investing in the future two women with one guy.
Right.
Right. Okay. If I do it with 2 guys, then okay.
Okay, quiet, Drew. Mike, you're 26. What's up?
Yeah, I got a question for Adrian.
Yes, sir.
I'm a big fan of your magazine, Swing, man. It's a good magazine.
That's right. Golf.
How'd you get into like starting that magazine up?
A friend of mine, Joe Escalante from the Vandals, came up with the idea and the name Schwing. And the idea was basically to have a golf magazine that had a lot of women,
Yeah.
a lot of tattoos, a lot of rock and roll, a lot of punk rock, and just lifestyles of young people that like to play golf. And there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
And there's no other magazine like it, so why not? It's an establishment sport that's often viewed as a older, white, upper-class thing, and we're breaking down all the barriers.
So you really into golf, Adrian?
Yes.
Oh, are you good?
I'm an 8 handicap.
Wow, that's good.
Pretty good.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know, we just, me and Jimmy, from the Man Show, which is on right now on Comedy Central, by the way, we just went and played a round of golf with, I think, Extreme Golf or some new golf magazine done by whoever the hell does.
That magazine's no good. Schwing is the good one.
Yeah, Schwing's a good one. But the point is we sucked, but thankfully the writer sucked too. We thought, hey, the guy's writing for a golf magazine. He must know what he's doing. He was out there in tennis shoes, duffing it up worse than we were. As a matter of fact, we were so bad, we had like 2 hours because it was the Academy Awards, whatever I had to go to, and we played like a hole and a half. That's bad. All right, so Schwing is the new
Schwing Golf Mag.
New golf mag.
Man, it's a good magazine.
Thank you. And one thing to reiterate is that we still say respect the game.
Right, yeah.
Don't screw up the golf course. Play by the rules, but have fun with it.
That's right. The guy we were playing with, the guy who wrote the article on us, we asked him what the craziest thing he ever did on a golf course is. Actually, that was one of the questions he asked us for the article. We haven't done too many crazy things on a golf course. I was like, I don't know, took a leak or something like that. I was like, well, what's the craziest thing you ever did? He said, took a crap in one of the holes. I said, are you kidding me? The guy was like, absolutely. I said, wow, that is awesome. It's like, yep.
Wow. Unacceptable.
He was like, 15 years old. Basically, it's like a 400-yard hole. He hops over the fence, runs on the golf course, takes a dump in the hole, and puts a flag right back on it. I mean, can you imagine the guys putting out? Or hopefully someone birdied and they didn't pull the pin before.
Was it a dare?
Before
was
the
he
ball
pissed at the people who were playing in that hole?
When you're very impulsive when you're young. And
did he pull
I
the,
think
the,
one of his
the
friends.
flag out?
I think he pulled the flag and may have planted it back in there, but I thought, wow.
Unacceptable.
I thought, that is impressive, very impressive. And I kept thinking, I wish I'd thought of that.
Think of the illustrious careers guys like that have though.
Yeah, now he's riding for some rag, as it turns out. Alyssa?
Yeah?
You're 17. What's up?
Well, when me and my boyfriend first started going out, we were, like a few months after we started going out, we, had sex, 3 times a week. And now I don't want to have sex, at all, maybe once a month.
How long have you been seeing him?
Almost a year.
Are you still into this relationship?
Huh?
Are you still into this relationship?
Yeah, I love him. It's just, I'm not into it,
Yeah.
I love him. I'm not into it, though.
Yeah, usually when you're not into the sex, usually as a woman, you're not into the guy that much.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that could be it?
I don't know. Well, I still love him, though.
Yeah, I know. But the thing about being a 17-year-old woman is you're always in love, but you're not in love. I love you, but I'm not in love with you.
Right.
I love you like a brother. I love you like a friend. Women always have 150 kinds of love. They have a certain love for their cat, and a certain love for the mailman. It's ridiculous. Guys just have love, and that's about it. You have a bond with him, you have a connection with him, but you may not be in love with him.
You don't want to
anymore.
lose that. You don't want to lose anything. Is the problem.
Maybe I am afraid of losing him.
Yeah.
Right. But
it's part of being 17 also is not knowing when and how to end a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But your body's telling you something. You know what I mean? Men's bodies don't tell them that much. My body tells me when I have an erection, when I have gas. Those are the two things. All right? Yeah. It's telling you it's time to move on.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was easy. All right, break up with him. She's like hanging up the phone.
She's done.
Right
She
now.
beat you to the punch.
That was pretty easy because she was on the air for a minute and 45 seconds, and 30 seconds into the call, she's like, I'm madly in love with this guy.
Yeah.
Drew and I pound on her for about 15, 20 seconds. She's like, yeah, you're right. It's over. I'm living a lie. It was done 6 months ago. But it's true. You get into a relationship at 15 or 16. It goes on for a year, and you're just going.
You can't
you
ever
don't
get
even
in.
know.
You can never get out. It's part of who you are now.
Yeah. Drew, you want to tell a story?
Nah.
No?
Too painful.
You still love her, don't you?
Not exactly.
All right.
They should teach that in school, don't you think? How to break up.
Yeah. When?
Well, they should teach you the signs, just like they sort of teach you the signs for infections that come on, or venereal diseases, or when you're not getting enough calcium or iron or whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it should be also, don't try to resurrect it at that point.
Right.
Because the other thing, if it's in trouble, we'll have to salvage it.
We'll have to rekindle the flame.
Yeah.
Well, men, it's kind of hard to tell. They usually just start trying to bang around with other people. But women, you'll know it because you'll stop wanting to have sex with someone who you used to have a lot of sex with. And if it's for no good reason, then that's it.
And no good reason, meaning the guy hasn't offended you. He's still available to you. You don't have a history of abuse in your past, which is the other reason that happens.
Right. Nathaniel.
Yeah.
You're 14.
Yeah, I just want to give props to No Doubt. Also, I was wondering, Adrian, what kind of drums do you use now?
I use Orange County Drum and Percussion.
Okay, I was just wondering what kind of setup, because I'm getting into drumming.
I highly recommend it. I love them.
Okay. Also,
Are you from Canada?
No.
You said No Doubt.
What?
You said No Doubt.
Minnesota?
No, California.
Really? Oh, you just smoke a lot of weed?
No, I've never smoked weed. I've never tried anything.
Where'd you get that No Doubt?
I have no idea.
All right. Say no doubt again.
No doubt.
Yeah, he's got that Canadian. Is your dad Canadian?
No.
I'm blaming Canada.
Minnesota? No one's from Minnesota? You watch a lot of hockey?
No.
Ice fishing?
Do you have a mullet?
What?
Do you have a mullet?
Do you sport the mullet?
No.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we're out of answers.
Tom,
All
I
right.
got interviewed you at the Edge in Palo Alto.
Oh yeah, hey, what's up?
Not much.
Yeah, no mullet. I remember you.
Yeah.
Hey, what? How much is a decent drum set cost to get started?
A decent drum set.
It's just decent, not going on
Drums,
tour.
hardware, and cymbals for a basic kit, $1,500 to $2,000.
That's just a decent.
Decent.
No, did you have
I'm
expensive taste?
not. I'm not talking about one of the Grateful Dead's setup or
I'm
Tommy
saying when
Lee
you get
or
into
something.
hardware and cymbals and drums.
I know, but I'm talking about, like, let's say you got some kid and he's 11 years old and you want to set him up, but not with a piece of junk, not like the one that little Ricky played
You
in
could
I
get
Love
away
Lucy.
if you go through the recycler, say here in Southern California.
Right.
You could probably do it for about $600 or $700 used for something decent for an 11-year-old.
What's
That's how I bought most of my drums when I was scraping by Recycler magazine.
Yeah. You're when did you get your first drum set?
When I was 18 years old.
Wow, that late?
Yeah.
Why so late?
I don't know. I asked my parents for a drum set when I was 18, and then a year later I was in No Doubt.
Oh my God.
Wow. I should have asked my parents for a drum set. What? You didn't have any? You didn't want to play before that at 16?
I wanted
or
to play
17?
for many years and just never
did?
had the opportunity.
You had 1 year of training, and then we're in a band?
Uh-huh.
Did you play in school? But the band back then was like a band in training, right?
Well, they were all much better musicians than, say, myself, who had only been playing a year.
Right.
I was struggling when I got into the band.
But you're better at golf than they are, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what counts.
I'm a better golfer than I am a drummer.
There you go. All right. Oh no, you're not. All right,
Let's tee it up.
We'll take a little break, and no, I suck. I have such a slice that I actually aim like sideways when I tee off, but the ball will pull back onto the fairway. So there's a certain genius to it. All right, we'll take a little break. No Doubt is here, and we'll be back after this.
LoveLine will be right back.
How was school today, Rebecca?
We learned what the Earth was like a long time ago, way back in the 1990s.
Oh.
Grandpa, did you ever taste water?
Oh, my, no. By the time I was a boy, water, if you could find it, was pretty much unfit to drink. But I hear tell, long ago, children used to make lemonade with actual tap water and drink it on hot, sunny days.
Really?
Yeah, and sometimes they'd fill balloons with water and toss them at each other and laugh, or run through the sprinkler singing and carrying on. And then after a day of playing, their folks would put them in the tub, fill it with water and bubbles, and scrub them till they were squeaky clean.
Wow. Why didn't people try to save the water?
Well, I guess they didn't think one person could make a difference.
Thousands of Americans make a difference every day. For example, over 900 million tons of untreated sewage is no longer discharged into our nation's waters. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
Okay, class. This part of the museum is known as the Hall of Trees.
What's a tree?
Large plants that once covered much of the Earth. This is a full-scale model of a maple tree.
What are those green things?
Those were called leaves. They took in sunlight, nourished the tree, expelled oxygen, creating air for people to breathe.
People didn't breathe out of air tanks?
No, then air was everywhere. The sky was blue, even the ocean was blue,
The ocean was blue?
and filled with fish.
What's a fish?
When you protect the Earth, you protect your health and that of your children. We're making progress. There has been a significant improvement. 20 years ago, air pollution in Los Angeles exceeded health standards on 4 out of every 5 days. But we still have a long way to go.
Here's the Hall of Weather. Press that button and you'll hear a rainfall.
Why'd they need rain?
Without rain, a flower couldn't grow.
What's a flower?
One person can make a difference. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
Personally, I'm so sick of hearing about the environment.
I know. What's everyone so worried about?
51 million Americans live in areas where the air is officially classified as unhealthy to breathe.
It's a big world, and it's been here a long time.
Yeah, we're talking years and years and years.
The Center for Disease Control says that 94,000 people get sick every year from contaminated water. 900 of those people die.
It's all in their heads.
It's media hype.
The average American dumps at least 20 pounds of household toxins down the drain every year, most of which ends up in the drinking water supply.
Personally, I drink tap water. I mean, it's not like we're in Bangladesh.
Personally, I feel fine. I mean, I ask you, seriously, who's really getting hurt here?
5.8 million children died last year as a result of unsafe drinking water.
Not me or my kids, right, Billy? Billy? Where are you?
Can one person make a difference? Today, 66% of our rivers and lakes are safe for fishing and swimming, a third more than in 1970. One person can make a difference. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
And now, Vince and Larry, the crash test dummies, with a lullaby.
Crumple, crumple, little car. When you crash, it's au revoir.
If on dumb luck you rely, through the windshield they will fly.
Keep your children off the streets. Put your kids in safety seats.
Crumple, crumple, little car. Don't be dummies like we are. Gee, Vince, I'm kind of sleepy now.
Okay, Larry, just crash anywhere.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids' safety belts. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No, thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Adrian and Tom are both here from No Doubt. Return of Saturn's the name of the CD. Let me give you a little heads up on some tickets that are going to go on on sale this weekend, I believe, for No Doubt concerts in cities that we're in. In Dallas, they're going on. In Atlanta, they'll be going on sale this weekend. That'll be... oh, man, these are going on sale pretty far in advance of the date. That's June 5th in Dallas, June 9th in Atlanta. It'll be June 12th in Virginia Beach. It'll be the 15th of June in Baltimore. And the 16th of July in... 15th of July in Denver. And then Sacramento on the 25th. And Berkeley, California on the 28th. Oh, you guys... I'm looking at this tour schedule. This is crazy.
That's going to be the most fun, touring the States in the summer. And Lit's going to be opening, and so are Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've. I think we had Lit on the TV and the radio fairly
Didn't we just
recently.
have Lit on here?
Yeah.
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 Adam
Nice,
loves travel.
nice guys.
Loves it.
No, I hate it. I kill myself if I had to do this. I can't believe this.
That's nothing, too. It's all year. We're going to Europe next month.
Oh, man. But is it any easier, now that you're, not in a van, or now that you're staying at nice hotels or playing nicer venues? I mean, does it get better with all that stuff? Or
It
is
should seem easier, but it is not.
Not right.
Success complicates things tremendously.
Well, you just get used to whatever it is, and then that just becomes it.
Right.
Like if you get used to flying first class, then that's just flying.
Right.
And you can be miserable in first class. And then if you go down to coach, you have to kill yourself.
That's a novelty.
It's
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. If we had to go back to vans, we wouldn't do it.
Right.
In all honesty, we wouldn't do it.
Oh, no. Well, you did it. You earned it. Fine.
You did it.
All right. Scott.
Yeah.
You're 21. You want to know if a vasectomy is reversible?
Yeah, and if it's going to affect my sex drive at all? Or?
It doesn't affect your sex drive. My understanding is they're never totally reversible, or it's in other words, you can't predict with 100% certainty that even those that you plan to reverse can necessarily be totally reversible.
Okay.
And what are you doing with a vasectomy at 21?
Well, my wife and I have decided, we've got 2 kids now.
Oh, 21.
And
Get the vasectomy. Go, run.
Can you get a retroactive vasectomy where you get one and
Kids
when
go
your
back?
children goes back?
Yeah.
Does that work?
No, it doesn't work like that.
No?
Will not affect your sex drive, though, at all. In fact, they say that the first experience after you've had your vasectomy is really intense.
Yeah, but that's just because you haven't had an orgasm in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or something, isn't it?
Even for those guys that aren't used to evacuating twice a day, Adam.
Oh, I mean, they're out there?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, isn't it that first one great because it's like that first slice of pizza you had after being, trapped in the desert for a month is the best slice of pizza you ever had?
Apparently more than that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's apparently
It's more than that?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and out here they have 2 different ways you can do it. They can do it like through a laser surgery or through a scalpel surgery.
Yep.
Which would you recommend for being best? I mean, is there a difference aside from the recovery time?
Is the laser is with a scope?
Yeah.
I think those endoscopic procedures are pretty good right now. So, again, you should talk to your urologist about it.
You always go with the laser, though, when you have a choice, right? It always sounds like that.
Lately, those have been very, very good.
Adrian just handed me a note that said the first time he ever masturbated to orgasm was at age 27.
That's really random, Adrian.
That is bizarre.
That's the truth.
It's because he was having sex in the age of 14.
No,
17.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You started having sex at 17.
Uh-huh.
You had a steady girlfriend for a while?
Many girlfriends.
Many girlfriends.
Uh-huh.
Jesus
See, that's the
Christ.
deal.
And that was before he played drums, too.
I wouldn't say that many girlfriends. It was, I don't know why. I tried it and it just didn't work, and I gave up on it, and later it worked out.
Wow, I know, but for me that would have been a 3-day period, not 17 years or 14 years. You know what I mean? I mean, the first time I was with a woman and discovered that my penis worked like you did at 17, once I knew the plumbing was hooked up, that would have been it for me. I mean, I would have been gone.
I don't know what my problem is. To this day, I don't even do it that often.
You make me sick. Get out of here.
So sorry.
Leave the studio. Take your golf clubs and your drum kit and get the hell out of here.
Maybe it says something about that sport.
Yeah, who were? I don't know. I can't remember who from what band and what conversation we had, but there was someone else from some other band that we had a maybe it was like from the Flies or something.
It was somebody.
Some band where the guy just didn't masturbate or never had or was 25 before he did the first time. It wasn't Adrian, but there's something very.
Oh, yeah.
Is this ringing familiar
yes,
to you,
yes.
Drew? Yeah. Tom told me during the break he got started at 11 and hasn't looked back. Is that true, Tom?
Right. No. We actually kind of taught Adrian how on the butt. We didn't taught. We talked him through it.
Yeah.
And described what he needed to do. And the first time was what, in Chicago, in your hotel room.
Yeah.
Nice. And now that you figured it out, what are you on? What kind of schedule? What kind of pace you on?
Said he still doesn't like it.
When I'm at home, I rarely do it. When I go on the road away from my wife,
right,
I do it twice a week.
Ooh.
3 times at the most.
Drew, should he?
Is that weird?
No,
Yeah.
that's.
Should he get a
Adam,
CAT
I know
scan or something? You think he has a tumor?
For Adam, that's like outlandish, but that's actually quite average.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Is that quite average? And I know, Drew, you always say my friends when I always say my friends. It's kind of catch-22 because I go, hey, every one of my friends are like 35 years old and they go at themselves 2-3 times a day. And then Drew always says my friends. But I have a pretty eclectic group of friends and they're all good for once or twice a day.
No, you have a very uniform, homogeneous group of derelicts that you hung around with.
How often do you do it, Tom?
Delightful guys, by the way, but they all had the same sort of bent.
Okay. I'm probably I vary, but I'm good for I would average once a day, I would say. Put it this way, I'll miss a day on rare occasion, but I'll make up for it on the next day. You know what I'm saying? I'll double down. Maybe split the aces.
It's like taking the birth control pill.
Split the scrotum.
So when you have a girlfriend or something, does that decrease? Do you still?
No, I try not to let it get in the way. Yeah,
right.
it'll slow it down a little.
Rex Cabo, let's go.
All right, Mr. Elastic Scrotum. We'll take ourselves a break. We'll be back with more, no doubt, after this.
Let's have some more fun.
Okay, let's do it. Call LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine will be right back.
Well, here's how it's sampled.
These are the sounds of today's kids. And these are the voices of today's kids.
Don't underestimate me. I can work harder in school.
Give me a problem that's hard to solve.
Give me tougher work. Give me tougher books. When I solve a tough problem, I'm on top of the world.
Surprised? Don't be. 74% of kids say school should only pass them to the next grade when they've learned what's expected of them.
I'm not afraid to fail.
If I make a mistake, I'll do better next time.
75% of kids say they'd study harder if their schools gave them tougher tests. The fact is, almost all kids want to be challenged in school. So listen to the voices of kids today.
Challenge me.
Challenge me. Challenge me.
Do your part. Support higher academic achievement in your state and challenge our schools to challenge our kids. For a free booklet, call 1-800-38-BE-SMART. A message from the Ad Council and the Education Excellence Partnership.
Taking all that work home?
No, this is my own stuff. I've got a date with a financial planner.
You're only 25. Why are you planning for retirement already?
Hey, I want to be able to choose when I retire and know that I'll be financially secure when I do.
I've heard lots of people call themselves financial planners, but aren't they really trying to get you to invest in their favorite fund? Like they're selling size 20 shoes so everyone gets a hello Bigfoot.
Half this stuff is my bank statements, company insurance policies, tax returns. The planner's going to know a lot about me before recommending anything. The rest is background information I've collected on her and 2 other planners. If she passes tonight's round, she gets my papers.
Securing your financial future is important. You have a right to expect financial advice that's competent, ethical, and based on your needs. To verify that a planner is certified, call toll-free 888-CFP-MARK. A public service of the Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards.
Hey, driving fans! It may have happened to you. You may have heard the roar of the rumble strips, the blast of car and truck horns, and the heart-pounding fear of a near miss. Avoid all the dangerous crash action that comes with falling asleep at the wheel. Experience the amazing power nap. You've never seen power like this before. The Power Nap. Find out what the professional drivers have been doing for years. The Power Nap gives you the energy you need for the road ahead, and it's free. Whether you're driving to the shore with your family, to another city to meet a client, to school across the state, or anywhere there's action. The Power Nap is your ticket to revitalization. Experience the Power Nap at a rest stop near you. Just pull in, find a safe, well-lighted spot to park, turn off the key, and close your eyes. In just 20 to 30 minutes, you'll have the energy you need to drive safely for miles. So don't push it, park it, and feel the power of the Power Nap. A wake-up call to all drivers from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Association.
It's nearly 6 a.m. and we're at a rest stop talking to travelers. Excuse me?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of circadian rhythms?
It's like a Latin band, right?
Not quite. Do you know what circadian rhythms are?
It's when the stars all align and their energy creates...
No. How about you, sir? Huh? Circadian rhythms. Exactly. Circadian rhythms tell your body when it should be sleeping as well as when it should be awake. Huh? Circadian rhythms are part of our body's internal controls, a kind of built-in clock that tells us when to wake up and when to go to sleep each day. Imagine the danger that comes when we try to drive when our body thinks we should be sleeping, especially at night, early morning, and for many people, mid-afternoon. You really should try to avoid driving during your body's downtimes. If you have to drive when you'd normally be sleeping and you find yourself getting drowsy, stop for a refreshing 20 to 30-minute nap. Now what would you say when I say circadian rhythms?
I'd say, don't push it, park it.
Right.
A wake-up call from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Associations.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Where deals go down fast.
The corner, down
dominates. It's big enough to take us all.
And dreams die slow.
You got to get up out of here, Gary. You're not cut out for this kind of life.
One family is fighting to beat the odds.
How we look trying to raise children up in the middle of this craziness.
I ain't no child now. You can forget that child.
You a man now, honey. You ain't got to listen to nobody, right?
Not to you.
The Corner, a 6-hour miniseries beginning Sunday, April 16th at 10 p.m., 9 Central, only on HBO.
It's LoveLine. We're going to take a quick 10-second timeout. We'll be back with more of the Favorites program in just 10 seconds.
This is LoveLine on radio station.
It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Tom and Adrian are both here from No Doubt. Return of Saturn is the name of the new CD. We'll hear something else off the new CD in just a few minutes. Also, I forgot to mention that there's a L.A. date, Irvine Meadows, August 5th, which is going on sale this weekend for No Doubt. We're talking to Adrian and Tom during the break, and we just started talking about women and pornography and all that stuff.
No, think about where the conversation started.
Something, all right, forget about the masturbation, but something that I hadn't mentioned in a long time on this show, but Drew and I have talked about it in the past was...
We've written about it, too.
Oh, we have?
It's in our book.
Oh, that's right. I got to read that thing. That's right. This weekend. Is, how you can sort of tell if a woman is cool or not or compatible with you or not, and I've now figured out 3 basic criteria for judging this. And this is all you need to know. If you're dating a woman, you're thinking it's getting serious, here are the questions you need answered. A, does she like her dad? Most important. If she says that, I hope that son of a bitch fries in hell, or I hope he gets cornholed another time in prison, or I don't know where he is, or I hate him, believe me, you will become dad at some time, and you will be in trouble. So A, they should like their dad. B, when you go out to order with them, and here's where I believe Drew's wife starts falling short. You go out to dinner with them, and they start making up their own combinations of food that may not even be on the menu, and they start asking what's in everything.
How do you mix a salad dressing up on your own?
Right, yeah. They're like some sort of mad scientist making their own salad dressing. Like the person goes like they'll go, hey, you want salad? A super salad. I'll have the salad. They'll go, what kind of salad dressing would you like for that? And they go, ranch, Thousand Island, Italian, or blue cheese. And if the woman then names a 5th one that they didn't mention, that's trouble. Like they go, do you have a Roquefort vinaigrette, honey Dijon? And they'll go like, no. And then they'll start mixing stuff.
But what if she asks for ball sack vaginagrette?
Well, that's fine then if she wants a nice ball sack. Yes, for dipping. I like that.
And number 3.
The point is, if she starts mixing and matching her food, do this, take it off that, only use white meat, blah, blah, blah. That's pain in the ass. And number 3, how is she with a little porn around the apartment or house? Can you have a porn mag or a movie floating around, or does she freak out, look at it as cheating, look at it as offensive, and force you to hide your sort of carnal pursuits without her finding out? You know what I'm saying? And right. Drew, I think your wife may be good on 1 out of 3 of those. Am I right?
2 out of 3. 2
out of 3?
Yeah.
She wouldn't mind. She don't mind a little porn hanging around.
We
the
just
house,
we
right?
won't have it because of the kids. No way.
Oh, Drew, stop
no way.
it! Stop
no
it!
way!
Stop it with those kids already. First off, you got 3. If one of them goes south, you got 2. It's no big deal. Number 1. Number 2, you know what you're going to do to those kids of yours. Drew, whenever he talks about his kids, he like freaks out. He's like, I have to fly to Peoria this weekend to pick up a dime somebody dropped last week because I have kids. And I always go, Drew, would you relax? Stop working so much. You're killing yourself, man. I mean, you're out of the house all the time. You're traveling all the time. You're doing stuff that ain't even worth the money anymore. I have 3 kids. I have to send them to the best college. That's going to cost me an average of $700,000 a unit in the year 2015. Blah, blah, blah. You freak out too much with these kids, but let me tell you, it's going to end up haunting them because you'll resent them without
I'll
even
resent
knowing
them?
it. Yes, I mean, think
No.
about it.
They'll resent me for.
Oh, they already resent
Yeah.
you for no good reason.
For all kinds of
Oh,
whatever,
no good reason.
whatever.
No, you'll be the world's greatest dad. They'll still one of them will hate your guts. One of them will have to hate your guts for no good reason. But the point is you'll screw up your life too much in the name of the kids, and there's got to be some issues. I mean, there's got to be some residue with that. Think about it for a second.
No, anything extreme, anything excessive.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Absolutely.
I mean, look, if you want a porn movie, you should be able to have a porn movie. You put it at the top of the closet, you put a sweater on it, and you keep it out of the way of the kids. Or how about you put it in a safe? You got a safe at the house? Huh?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Really? What you got in there? You got money in there?
No.
Adam.
Huh?
All those descriptions, my new wife passed that you just mentioned.
Really?
Yeah.
Orders right off the menu, doesn't make her own food, loves her dad.
Loves her dad.
And doesn't mind a little porn floating around the
Doesn't
palace.
mind it at all and expects me to view it in the hotel room while I'm on tour.
That is a keeper. That is a keeper. And listen, ladies, you don't want your man to cheat, that's what you do. Give him an extra 20 when he leaves the house with a hand job and tell him that's for SpectraVision.
And how?
There you go. Louis, sorry. Louis?
Yeah.
You're 16 and you're locked in the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want?
Yeah, I have this problem, like, for some reason, I whack off a lot.
Right.
All right. And I can't just, like, have to do it all the time, like, when I'm at school or whatever.
How many times a day?
4 times, at least. 4.
Yeah, average for a 16-year-old.
Did something happen to you? Were you sexually abused when you were a kid?
No, not really, but...
What do you mean, not really?
No, well, that's just the way we talk, you know.
Listen, what do you mean at school? You do it at school?
Yeah, sometimes.
Where?
In the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah.
You have your own bathroom at school, or isn't it a little bit crowded in there?
It has a fan that's really loud, so, you know, you can't hear the slapping.
Do you have time to go to your locker between classes?
Hey, you do it standing up, right? Oh, he's an idiot. He's lying. He's full of crap.
Yeah.
Did you? Nobody does it 4 times a day at 16, right?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
addicts do. Sex addicts and sex compulsives, but they've been abused usually. That's why I asked that question.
Well, if I was home on a sick day or something in the 10th grade, I could get 4 or 5 off.
Give
no
new meaning
problem.
to sick day.
That's right. I'd go sick on myself. Parents would get sick when they got home and saw the furniture. Jennifer, sick day. You're 23.
Yes, I am. How
What
are
is
you?
up? Hey, Adrian masturbated for the first time at 27.
How about you?
Really?
You believe that?
Interesting.
What?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you masturbate for the first time, Jennifer?
Probably when I was like 13,
There you go.
12 or 13, somewhere in there.
And you had an orgasm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And I was hooked from that point on.
Fantabulous.
And tonight?
Do you use the tub?
No.
No.
To when I was younger. Just, you know, you could like go in the bathroom and like lock the door and everything.
Right. Yeah.
Not really anymore now.
Right. All right. Now you do it on the lawn. What's your question?
Well, first of all, I want to say, Dr. Drew, love your website.
Thanks, Jennifer.
It's awesome. Got my free condoms in the mail today.
Right on.
All right.
Wow.
And Adam, I totally love your 1-800-COLLECT commercials.
Oh, yeah. It's genius.
I like the guy that plays me.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a different. It's the
Oh,
one
yeah.
where I'm sitting on it.
You blow up.
Yeah. Don't worry. I gave every penny of that to Uncle Sam.
Did you?
Well, yeah, actually, I paid him more. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, well, I also want to thank you guys for your advice about doing push-ups with your tongue, because that has made my sex life incredible with my boyfriend. He totally loves that.
Push-ups with your tongue.
Who said that?
You did.
I did?
Yeah.
Man, I got to stop doing this show high.
If you can't if you last very long in bed, you said that guys needed to learn how to do push-ups with their tongue.
What?
I did? And what was the context? I mean, what was the question?
Oh, I don't even remember. But anyway, it was.
Neither do we.
You mean if the guy can't last very long?
Yeah, if he doesn't last very long in bed, he needs to learn how to do.
Oh, I see. He's got to do some oral sex.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell us there's a lot of guys call the show and they're like, I'm good for 2 or 3, 4 minutes, and then that's it. And I'm like, listen, when you start the oral sex, that's when you start the sex clock. So if you get down there for 20 minutes and then you have your 5-minute intercourse,
25 minutes.
that's 25 minutes of lovemaking. Plus, the chick likes the oral sex better anyway, right, Jennifer?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, my question for you is this. Whenever we have sex, it seems like I'm always asking for it. I'm like, honey, can we have sex tonight? And it's not that he ever tells me no, but I wonder if there's any way that I could get him to be a little bit more aggressive. Because, I know that he enjoys sex, but how do I get him to want it as much as I do?
I have a suggestion.
Go ahead.
Just go straight down on him, and he cannot say no.
No, but that's her problem. She wants him to initiate. See, she's feeling like he doesn't desire her as much as she desires him.
Exactly.
And are you doing this every night?
No.
How often?
2, 3, 4 times a week.
Why don't you give it a break? Just stop doing that and see what happens.
Yeah. What if you gave it 5, 6 days off? He'd probably come to you.
But he didn't.
You tried it?
Yes.
How long did you go?
It was almost 2 weeks.
Oh.
How old is he?
He's 25.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have been going out for how long?
About 2 months.
Is he on any medications?
I'm on Zoloft.
Is he? Oh, you're on Zoloft. You're still that way?
Yeah.
Still horny. Imagine if she was off that Zoloft.
Is he on any medication?
No.
Mm-hmm. You put any weight on recently?
No.
I see. And you figure he's attracted to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's not depressed?
We have excellent sex, and he tells me sex is great. It's just that he doesn't initiate.
I see. But when he does have sex with you, he performs oral sex on you for quite some time, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So he's still interested.
Oh, yeah.
Or he has low self-esteem. Either way, you're getting oral sex. Here's my point. Sometimes, and tell me what you guys think of this theory, relationships sort of they take a certain order or cadence or something where somebody becomes the sexual aggressor and the other person becomes more passive, and they just get sort of established, and then that's just the way they are. Meaning one person says it's time to have sex, and the other person says yes. Now, 99% of the time, it's the guy who does it. But if this guy's sort of used to this and she's sort of aggressive, why you got that push on?
As you often say, as it pertains to things like culture, there's a reason that pattern gets established, and it means something about the two people, and she doesn't like it.
I know she doesn't like it, but Jennifer is extra amorous and extra horny, right?
He's not.
And this guy is more laid back. And she comes to him regularly every couple of days and says it's time to have sex, and they've established that pattern, and so he sort of hangs out because he's passive waiting for her to come to him. So I think she needs to tell him, Adrian.
Well, they're in their second month.
Yeah.
And they took 2 weeks off in the second month, or he was not interested to initiate sex 2 weeks into the second month.
Yeah.
There's obviously some sort of lack of interest there.
Yeah. See,
that's the truth. And I was just BSing.
And that's what she's picking up on. She doesn't like that.
Yeah. Okay, so
time to move on.
And here's what she needs to do. I think she needs to just give him a chance. She needs to bring it up.
Yeah.
And but she may learn something that she doesn't want to hear.
You gotta bring it up.
Right, Rose.
Yeah.
You're 19.
Yes.
What's up?
I was hearing a bit about the breast enhancement tablets, and I was wondering whether they actually work.
Where'd you hear about it?
On the radio and in magazines.
Yep.
Everything on the radio and magazines
Here's how it
is
works.
gospel truth. They never lie.
You have to buy. I've heard about this.
They're
and I know
required.
How it works.
They're required to tell the truth.
Shut up, Drew. I know how this one works.
Mm-hmm.
You have buy 10 bottles, right? You listening?
Yeah.
Rose, you listening? I'm telling you how it works. You buy 10 bottles. You open them up. You pull the cotton stuffing out of them. You put it in your bra. You understand?
Yeah.
5 on each nipple.
So they basically don't work.
No.
Okay.
Well, they may like increase a little, I don't know, estrogen or something. Maybe your boobs get a little bigger, like you're on your period for 10 minutes or something. But generally, no. Why? What do you need?
Huh?
What do you need?
What do you mean?
You need bigger boobs?
Well, I was just interested in it.
I see.
Can I make a recommendation? Every girl that I've ever known that's had a boob job, which is the next level, is always regretted it later.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
Right. I'm with Adrian. Get a really good boob job.
No matter how hard we all get, don't do it.
Well, isn't this true, guys? And not me personally. I love huge cans. But women think that all guys love huge, heaving breasts. And the reality is guys like a nice ass, a nice face, maybe, probably in that order, or maybe not in that order. Nice eyes, nice teeth, nice everything. Breasts are a little bit lower down than women think. And size, guys are interested in nice shape, but they don't need a ton of cleavage. I mean, most models, most supermodels, most sex symbols, they don't have huge cans, do they?
I can't believe that's coming out of your mouth.
I'm not saying for me.
Oh.
I love huge cans.
No, I know a lot of guys that like huge cans.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I still don't recommend it.
That was a dumb speech.
Surgery for that just doesn't make sense, and most women regret it. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, listen, I love huge cans, and I yell at my friends, like, all the time. Like, I hold up a nudie magazine, they look at it, and they go, too big. And I'll take a swing at them if I'm drunk. I mean, I'm pissed off. But most of my friends, these are guys, they like an attractive woman with a nice rack, but not huge, heaving bosoms. That's what I want to say. All right. Adrian, you like the big jugs, though, right?
I am one of those hypocrites who goes to strip clubs, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't recommend it to anybody.
Right, but you like the big cans. Thank
Yep.
you. Corey.
Yes.
You're 19.
Yep. I
picked up by the way, Adrian picked up the drums at 18, picked up his penis at 27.
Some correlation there.
That should be on your tombstone. He was a good man. He was 8 handicapped, picked up the drums at 18, picked up his penis at 27, and we put him down when he was 85. Go ahead, Corey, what's up?
Okay, I've been listening to you guys this night, and I've been getting the opinion that I have a lower sex drive than anybody else on the planet at this point. You guys are talking about masturbating, 2 times a week. Well, I don't masturbate. I haven't found any pleasure in it myself. I have girlfriends. I've had very, very pretty girlfriends in the past. It's just that I don't have much of a sex drive, I don't think. I'm wondering if this is normal, abnormal.
Are you on any medication?
None.
Do you have any medical problems?
None.
Do you have no sex drive?
I feel that I initiate sex maybe about once every other week.
Yeah. And what if you're with your dream woman?
Well, I guess I've kind of had mine. I mean, she was 5'4", 120.
How often was that?
Often was that. She initiated a lot. I mean, when they initiate, I have no problems. I'll perform. And
Right. All right. So you were very attracted to this woman. I mean, if you sort of closed your eyes and you picked a celebrity of your choice, you still think it'd be once every other week?
Probably.
All right.
Are you into women?
Oh, yes.
You don't like guys at all?
Well, I do that also.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. You're gay. That's fine. You got to come to grips with that.
It's the same situation when I'm with men.
Yeah,
All right.
but you may have some ambivalence about what your real feelings are and having trouble really coming to terms with all that.
That's all right. You're a little confused. You're 19. Your penis needs to pick a path. All right? I don't know what that means.
You smoke a lot of pot?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, bi guys don't smoke a lot of weed.
All right.
They only smoke pot to try to get other guys who are straight stoned so they can blow them.
Can we get high?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, please. Tell me,
boy.
when you're trying to pick a guy up, your first line isn't "want to get high"? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Corey. You turn into a Rasta goddamn Farian when it comes to trying to blow a guy, right?
No.
Yep, some cute guy sitting on the bus stop. You pull up, want to get high? Come on. I know the gay line. I fell for it hundreds of times. Hundreds of times. Oh, it's my ass hurt. All right, are we gonna Wow.
Smoke the pole.
Are we gonna hear something from No Doubt?
Montage. Yeah.
We are?
Simple kind of life.
Now what's the schedule? Because even though this is a big national radio show, we try to run it like a operation over here.
We don't try. We succeed.
I heard Ann talking out of the corner of one of my ears to Tom and Adrian about leaving after this break. Possibly. Is that true? Are we gonna hear the song and come back?
Let's play the next song. I'm up for another session
good.
if you guys want to have us. I mean,
we'd love to have you.
All right.
It's a quick break anyway. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to hear Simple Kind of Life from No Doubt's new CD, Return of Saturn, and then we'll be back with more Adrian and Tom from No Doubt. Here we go, Simple Kind of Life.
Time I was in love, not only in love, I was obsessed with a friendship that no one else could touch. It didn't work out, I'm covered in shells. And all I wanted was a I'm so ashamed, I've been so mean. I don't know how it got to this point. Oh, I always was the one with all the love. You came along, I'm hunting you down. Oh, like a sick domestic abuser, looking for a fight. Oh, and all I wanted was a simple thing, a simple kind of life. Oh, if we met tomorrow for the very first time, would it start all over again? Would I try to make you mine? I always thought I'd be a mom. Sometimes I wish for a mistake. The longer that I wait, the more selfish that I get. You seem like you'd be a good dad. All the simple things are simply too complicated for my life. Not against so faithful to my freedom, a selfish kind of life. When all I ever wanted was a simple thing, a simple kind of life, 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 a simple kind of life.
Yo, LoveLine will be right back, homie.
Visit the Army Reserve Job Bank at GoArmyReserve.com and hear about jobs in medicine, aviation, or telecommunications. The Army Reserve Job Bank has many jobs in your area. Just plug in your zip code and you'll find listings for everything from PCs to MPs. Serve as little as 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. Learn skills that can help in college or a career. Sound good? It is. Visit the Army Reserve Job Bank at GoArmyReserve.com. Paid for by the U.S. Army Reserve.
To make this commercial more believable, I'm joined today by several real, I stress real, Geico Auto Insurance customers. Warren Foster, Karen Ellis, and Robin Kaspar. I wish we had time to talk, but this is a 30-second radio commercial. So, people, if you saved money with Geico, just nod your heads. And they're nodding. You could join the millions who nod, too. In 15 minutes, you could save 15% or more. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. 1-800-947-AUTO. Geico Direct, the sensible alternative.
Hi, I'm Serenity, and these are my friends, Missy and Stephanie.
You know, a lot of things happen to us every day that we have no control over.
But HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases aren't things that just happen to you. You do have a choice.
You can choose to use a condom, have safe sex, and take control of your life.
Asking for a condom isn't stupid. It's smart. It shows that you care about yourself and your partner.
You can do something about sexually transmitted diseases.
Use a condom.
Every partner.
Every time.
We do.
A message brought to you by Wicked Pictures and AIDS Project Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somewhere in our community is a mother whose drug abuse once left her unable to care for her kids. There's a father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum: get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and alcohol problems, and the good news is that these programs are making a big difference in people's lives. With proper treatment, mothers and fathers, sweethearts and coworkers, friends and neighbors are overcoming drug and alcohol problems and reclaiming their lives. Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, I don't think our campfire's totally out.
Are you kidding me? I know when a campfire's out. Did you drown the fire with water and stir it with a stick? No, it's out. We don't have to... Who said that?
Frank, it's a talking moose with sunglasses.
And a bunch of singing and dancing forest animals.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
And when your folks desire to build a fire,
Hot, hot.
clear brush and branches away. And keep water nearby like you oughta. Okay, I poured water on the fire. I stirred it with a stick. Everybody walked slowly toward the RV.
Dad, these are just Smokey's friends.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Frank, it's Smokey.
Nice hat, Smokey. Want the rest of my peanut butter sandwich?
Dad!
Visit Smokey at www.smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council.
It's the LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Adrian and Tom are both here from No Doubt. Return of Saturn's the name of the new CD. Was out yesterday. Matthew McConaughey will be in here on Sunday night promoting his new movie. And we'll do one more break before the boys skedaddle. And we do appreciate you guys coming in because we know what kind of day you had.
Have you guys all made peace now?
I think we have.
Okay.
Have we made peace?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We made peace when we were drinking at Darren Pfeiffer's wedding.
That's right. Yeah. $180 it cost me to catch a buzz at Darren's wedding.
Asshole.
I had to hit myself on the head with a rock to get a good buzz over there. Holly?
Yeah?
You're 18. What's up?
I was wondering if it's normal to have one breast bigger than the other.
It's very common. Very common.
I mean, big time.
A cup size, even 2 cup size, very, very common.
Not 2 isn't very common.
Isn't very common.
A B hanging with a D?
No, isn't very common.
No.
But a difference is very common, and it can be as much as it can.
What do you got, a B and a C?
Well, I wear a C, but my I don't have a special bra or anything.
Yeah, so is one a C and one a D?
No, one's like more than a C, and then the other's less than a C. But I just wear a C to average it out, I guess.
I see. I understand. All right, that's fine.
Plastic surgeons take care of this problem all the time if it really troubles you, but most guys will not be particularly bothered by this.
But also, she's 18. Do things have a way of sort of evening out?
She got a couple more years to go, yeah. They can.
All right.
And
one of my nuts hangs lower than the other, if it's any consolation.
Well, I knew about that. I knew there was a difference, but I didn't know.
Thank you.
Major difference.
You read my bio.
And it can be very disruptive to the aesthetic of that piece of the body, too.
Yes.
The nutsack.
Oh, yes, yes. Mine went from ugly to super old man ugly. All right, Holly, you're fine.
Hobo ugly.
There's another part. My nipples.
Uh-oh. Yeah?
Point downward.
They don't. Aren't. I mean, I don't think they're like this.
They point down.
They don't perk up.
At the ground.
Right.
Right. Does the breast sag?
No, the rest is fine. It's just shaped.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, Holly. Here's what you need to do. Live with it for a few more years. See if things take shape, and if they don't, you can always consult a plastic surgeon. He can fix things up for you.
Is that all right? I mean, that won't hurt your body or anything, will it?
No, people do it all the time. I know Adrian doesn't like it, but it happens all the time.
Well, like I said, in 4 or 5 years, she'll have a better idea what she needs to do.
Right.
At least 3 years.
All right, Holly? So don't sweat it for a little while.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Guyana?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you're 19.
This is for Tom and Adrian of No Doubt. I want to tell you guys I'm like the biggest No Doubt fan. I love you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Seriously, like, I saw you guys at Jay Leno today. Amazing, like, so good. Like, you don't understand. I want to know, for, like, all the fans out there, I want to know if you guys are going to have, like, another B-sides collection, like Beacon Street or something like that, you know, coming up for your B-side songs and stuff.
Right. This is Tom. Yeah, it took us 2 years to make the record. It was a long process, but in the process, we recorded a bunch of extra songs. There's at least, 10 extra songs we recorded.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility sometime maybe next year we'll release a record of a whole bunch of extra stuff.
Oh, cool. I just want to let you guys know I'm going to see you guys 3 days in a row, like tomorrow. It's a free show, and I'm going to fly to San Francisco, too, in Universal. So,
Wow.
fan. I love you guys so much, too.
You didn't flash your boobs and jump in the limo today, did you?
No.
No, it wasn't you.
I talked to you guys today. You guys are so awesome. Like, I love you guys so much. Like, I live for you guys. Like, so I'm so inspired by you guys.
Thank you so much.
Seriously, I love you guys.
Thanks, Guyana.
Thank you.
All right. I'd like to, Drew and I, the chopped liver contingent, would like to thank you as well. All right. And how does that work? Because I see you have 14 songs on the new CD, and you recorded 24, right?
That's right.
And how do you figure who makes the cut or which songs make the cut?
Yeah, it's so hard.
Is that all band, or is there some record
we kind of vote. Our
label in there?
producer weighs in and gives his opinion, and our manager. And it's really hard. And we've released some of these things as B-sides already, and people are complaining like, oh, man, those B-sides are better than the record. I don't know.
Well, what about, and here's what I would do, because I'm super lazy. I would figure we did 14 for this CD. We have 10 left in the hopper.
Same for a couple years.
Record 2 or 3 more songs, and we got ourselves another CD. You know what I mean? I mean, what about just saving them for a couple of years and putting them on the next one?
The problem with our group is it takes us usually 3 to 5 years to make an album, and by the time the next album comes around, we outgrow those songs.
Right.
So it just never works.
All right. And is there ever one that someone is in love with and absolutely beside themselves is not on the album? I mean, is there one song that, like, say, either one of you just loved and thought for sure should make the cut and it didn't?
I'm pretty happy with it the way it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of material there. It's actually on vinyl. It's 2 albums worth of material.
Right. All right. And why, by the way, and I know maybe I'm driving this into the ground, but
go ahead.
You know you're doing a CD, you know it can only be 13, 14, 15 songs on there. Why even record the other ones? And why not just put them aside? I mean, you're busy.
You know what? It's hard to tell how they're going to turn out until they're recorded.
Right.
You know, in a rehearsal studio, it may sound good. When you record it, it could be crap. And so we just record a bunch of extras and try to pick the best ones.
Good answer. Rob?
Yeah.
You're 20. What's up?
Well, I just went up to surprise my girlfriend up there in Santa Maria.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'm down from Fullerton. And I went up there. She's doing some movie up there with, like, Fox. And I went up there to surprise her. I walked in on her, like, you know, drinking with this guy and just getting all up on it. And I don't know what to do. I mean, I've been with her for, like, 5 years.
And what are you doing, driving home now?
Yeah, I'm on the freeway, the 101.
All right. Oh, boy. Don't do anything stupid.
I won't do anything like that, you know.
What is she doing? She's an actress?
Well, yeah, she's been, like, messing around with, like, stuff. She's done a couple MTV things. And
oh, that trashy network. That
yeah.
career can't be going well.
Yeah, I'm not too into it.
Right. And now she's doing a movie?
Yeah, some Fox made-for-TV movie over there in Santa.
I see. All right. And what did she say when you confronted her?
I walked in, and I was just like, whoa, hey, you know? And she was in the room. There's a bunch of people in the room. And they're just pounding on it, you know? It's like I quit drinking, like, a while back.
There's a bunch of people in the room?
Yeah,
And
it was like kind of like it was a big room. It's kind of like a split room. She was in the back.
And she was definitely having sex with a guy when you walked in?
Catch her having sex, but she was like, her shirt was like, like kind of off, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
She was making out with a guy.
Yeah.
All right. So when you left, what did she say?
I left. She's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's just like, "What are you doing? Coming checking up." I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'm supposed to be my girlfriend.
A lot of what are you doing?
One of the best defense is a good offense, huh?
That's right. Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have been together since you were 15.
Yeah.
Sounds like maybe this turkey's done.
Oh yeah. Don't struggle to make this thing survive. It's not meant to be.
Yeah, kind of sounds like that's it. Doesn't it sound like it's you guys? I mean, they've been together since 15.
It's definitely over. It's
Yeah.
too bad she's an actress.
But it was supposed to be over. They're probably supposed to be over 3 years ago.
Right.
It's one of those relationships. You don't know. We've said earlier tonight, you don't know when or how to end relationships.
Until it gets really ugly.
Yeah,
I
until
bet-
you have to end it.
I bet you she's been laying down the hints to old
Oh,
Rob
yeah.
for quite some time, and he hasn't exactly been
And think about her reaction.
picking up on him.
What are you doing? Checking up on me? Thinking I might be doing something?
The temerity.
Oh,
Adrian.
Yes.
Yes, different Adrian. What's up? You're 19.
Hey, Tom and Adrian. How you guys doing?
Hi there.
Hey. How you doing, Adam?
Good.
Hey, Dr. Drew.
Adrian?
All right, Adrian.
I wanted to ask you about the drugs ecstasy and acid.
Yep.
Okay, because recently I've been taking ecstasy and acid.
Mhm.
I wanted to know what the long-term effects were for them.
Well, the National Institute on Drug and Alcohol Abuse is going to put out a major media campaign showing you PET scans so you can understand exactly what parts of the brain are shut down and destroyed by these two drugs, particularly ecstasy. And I've now admitted a few people with ecstasy. People have had more than 50 to 100 hits, and man, they are. I mean, it is obviously damaging.
Because I
It
know,
is
like,
grossly apparent.
people who do take it, really often they get really burned out.
And that is not a reversible process. Their brain is permanently changed, and what they will experience, aside from those those obvious changes you're seeing, is they will experience tremendous mood problems and panic and anxiety, and,
really?
and these are recalcitrant and very difficult
All right.
problems. to
Have you
treat.
done a lot of it, Adrian?
What's that?
Have you done a lot?
No, I've only done ecstasy 4 times and acid like twice or something.
All right, hold it there.
What kind of animals are experimented on that kind of...
Adult people. We
Oh,
have-
people.
It's
I
all
thought
on
you said a
humans.
pet thing. I'm sorry.
No, PET scan. PET scan is a metabolic scan of brain activity, where the cells are. You can see where the cells are actually gone, not working anymore.
What's that stand for? It's like an acronym?
Positron emission something.
Right. All right. So it's a PET scan. Yeah, I asked him the same thing when he told me last week. Why are they doing these experiments on innocent pets? Maria?
Hello?
You're 19. Listen,
Yeah.
I wasn't even drunk, Adrian. I was sober and I asked him, so don't beat yourself up.
Okay.
You're 19. What's up?
Well, I've been with this guy for about a year already,
Yeah.
and ever since sometime down the relationship, we started getting intimate, and I've never seemed to get an orgasm with him.
You can't. Have you had an orgasm with anyone else?
No, he's my first.
I see. And how about when you're on your own?
No.
No. And does he do oral sex on you?
Yeah, he does.
And still no orgasm?
Well, he gets to that point, but somehow he stops.
He stops.
Yeah.
Why is he stopping right when he gets to the point?
I have no idea.
Why don't you alert him that he needs to go on?
Yeah, I try to tell him, but somehow he stops.
Well, why don't you give him the keep going thing?
He's just a dick.
Yes.
True, please. What's that, Maria?
And then it's the other thing is that when we're having sex, he just lasts about not even 15 minutes. He finishes real quick.
Not even, Adam.
Listen, I'm good for a lifetime. I've told you that, true.
Yeah, but even as such, you
I
said
know.
you get bored after 3 minutes.
Well, I do. Well,
Yeah.
no, they do. Hey,
Uh-huh.
Maria?
Uh-huh.
Oftentimes, I want my money back, too, if it doesn't go well. Maria, listen. Oral sex, that is the route. Now, tell him you're getting close and tell him to stick with it a little longer.
Oh, yeah?
All right?
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm not quite sure why she gets close and he stops right then.
It's
and
weird.
she tells him, but I don't believe she does an adequate job of telling him.
No.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a break, but before we do, we're going to say goodbye to Adrian and Tom, who've had themselves a whale of a day. Kevin and Bean this morning, right?
Yeah.
Leno in the early evening, and then a LoveLine nightcap. Return to Saturn is the name of the CD. I'm glad you guys came in. I'm glad we've buried the hatchet, with no doubt. It's been too long. And we thank you for coming in, and we wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
This is a story about American heroes. They changed quite a few lives last year. Jorge Vasquez put out fires, but no, he's not a firefighter. Philip Dale discovered several new stars. Oh, he's not an astronomer. And Elaine Capobianco, she saved a child from drowning, but she's not a lifeguard. They're teachers, but to the kids they've reached, they're heroes.
I'm a teacher. The children are the heroes.
We're not just teaching subject matter, we're teaching human beings.
I am tough as nails, but they know that I love them.
I mean, we've got a legacy that follows behind us forever.
Teachers have the power to make an impact on our future. California will need about 250,000 more of them in the next 10 years. Reach for that power. Teach. Call 1-888-CAL-TEACH now. A public service message brought to you by CalTeach, the Ad Council, and this station.
Okay, so I'm a teenager, right? And everyone's so quick to judge me. On the outside, I may look like... But on the inside, I'm all... Just because I look like... doesn't mean I act that way. In fact, I'm actually involved in crime prevention. That sounds more like this. It's really a great way to convince adults that while you may be looking, you're really thinking.
Call 1-800-722-TEENS to find out how to make your community a safer place for everyone. Get involved, get the number, and call 1-800-722-TEENS. A public service message from the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, the U.S. Department of Justice, and the Ad Council.
Evening, folks. I'm Vince.
And I'm Larry. We're the crash test dummies.
We'd like to entertain you with a little song. Only one thing.
We can't sing, but we're here with someone who can, with a song for the little ones. Ray?
Mr. Charles?
On the big highway of life, there's only one safe place for kids.
Backseat, baby.
The front seat's not the place to drop off. Put that booties in the backseat.
Backseat, baby.
Airbags and kids should never meet. I'm here to remind you to put them behind you.
Raymundo, do you mind if we try?
Oh, let me hear it.
Backseat, baby, better buckled in the back.
Backseat, baby.
Baby faces stay intact.
Larry, yo, Larry, maybe you should keep your day job.
Ow, that hurts.
Not as much as our day job.
Backseat, baby. You stay alive even when I drive.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids in the back seat. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Dear Jim, I just wanted to tell you the things I love so much about you. Like your pasty white belly and how it fits in those tight shirts that my friends think you shouldn't be wearing. I love how you do that thing where you mash 4 slices of bread into a massive ball of dough and stuff it in your mouth. That's so adorable. And what about when you tell those same jokes from reruns that you've seen over and over again? They make me laugh every single time. Other guys play sports or go running or do something outside, but not you. You're different.
Guys, rest assured you will never in your life meet a girl like this.
P.S. I can't wait until we cuddle in front of pro wrestling all day this Saturday. I hear it's a steel cage Texas death match.
Get some exercise. Get up. Get out. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council and the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports.
said that, Drew.
And been right.
Oh, yes. Never, ever wrong. All right, that is it. I want to thank, at least it for Tom and Adrian from No Doubt. I want to thank those guys for coming in. And I could do about another 15 minutes on the tax man, or we could just take some calls.
No.
Ooh, the lightning round. Let me say something real quick about money and me and all
Tax
that
man
kind of
and the
stuff.
garbage man,
all
yeah,
that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Listen, first off,
The man.
all you a-holes out there listening who thinks because someone makes a lot of money they become some sort of sellout or something like that, everyone you see on TV makes some pretty good money. They pretend like they're poor, and they never talk about it. And they always say to them, I was doing Conway and Steckler, another radio show out here a couple of weeks ago. And like, how much did you make for those 1-800-COLLECT commercials? I said, $250,000. Now, if you ask anybody else, what'd you get paid for that commercial, or what'd you get paid for that appearance, or how much does MTV pay, or whatever it is, it's always the same answer. Enough, or not enough, or whatever it is. Right. And listen, if you got some kind of club, if you have, if you're running a disco and you're laundering money, or you don't want the IRS to find out, or whatever it is, then you shouldn't say how much you make. But you know what? If it's all above the board and the IRS knows how much you make, I don't give a rat's ass if people know how much I make. I'm fine with that. I don't like that part of celebrity where no one knows how much anyone makes, or you fear that someone's not going to like you because you make a good income. I do 2 TV shows, a whole bunch of voiceovers, and a national radio show. People should assume I make okay money. I mean, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
Yeah.
If you turn on the TV, you see a guy's got a bunch of commercials and a couple of TV shows, and then he tells you he's making money. Are you disappointed? Don't you assume he's getting paid something for it? Listen, there's nothing wrong with it. You guys should all try to aspire to make some money. Anyone's got a problem with that can kiss my ass. I don't care. Call me up. Ask me how much I get paid for anything. I'll tell you exactly. Anything I do. Whatever it is. I'll tell you how much it is. Courtney, and I wish everyone else would do the same thing. I don't know what the big deal is. You're 17. What's up?
Okay. I got with my boyfriend 2 weeks ago, and I was on my period. And I don't know if I'm pregnant because I've been having really bad back pains and abdominal pains. And I was wondering what the possibility I could be pregnant with him.
There is a possibility, but I'd be more worried about things that are more likely to have occurred, or as likely to have occurred, like a urine infection or a pelvic infection.
When I did Politically Incorrect, the Oscar correspondence show 2 weeks ago, $3,300.
Whatever.
All right.
You got ripped off.
I should have held out for more. All right. What was the question?
Okay, I have sex with my boyfriend.
No, we know, Courtney.
How much?
Did you hear what I saad?
Huh?
Did you hear what I said?
No.
All right.
Again,
well, fine.
Again, it's
Let's
more
just go to
likely
another
to
call.
be a urine or bladder infection or a pelvic infection. These things need to be looked into immediately. Pregnancy is a possibility, but you're not actually describing symptoms that sound like pregnancy.
Lauren?
Hi.
You're 16. What's up?
Yeah, I'm calling because, I have a problem. I stopped doing drugs and alcohol, a long time ago, but now I'm starting to do it again. And I don't know what to do. Because I'm in foster home, and if I say anything, it'll be put on my record, and most likely they'll have to move me to a group home.
Yeah. When you're in a foster home, you're living with a family, right?
Yeah,
Are there other foster kids living there?
only one.
Uh-huh. Is it a she or he?
It's a she.
That's good.
Of course. And you can't tell the foster parents because they have to report it?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And knowing them, they would.
Why don't you just start going to meetings and stop doing drugs?
Where?
Well, what drugs are you doing?
Alcohol and pot and
Why don't you
stuff.
just go to AA? Just open the phone book, look up Alcoholics Anonymous, call them. They will come pick you up, take you to a meeting, and just start going to meetings.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Lauren?
Mhm.
Why don't you do that?
Okay.
All right. You think you can stop?
I hope.
Well, what's some help? You get help from the program.
Go to AA. Call them up. They'll come pick you up.
Okay.
All right. It's a party bus, right? They swing by. They honk the horn. Ba 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 ba. You come run out there as a bunch of guys with Shriner hats and a keg in the back.
Actually, it's a paddy wagon with a a
Thank
bar
you.
door on the back.
Yeah. What happened to the paddy wagon? You know where the paddy wagon comes from. I like that. Good derogatory term. What are paddies? Mix?
No,
Irish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mix Irish, isn't it?
Is
Or
that right?
Scottish? The point is the paddy wagon's named after the wagon that used to pick up all the drunk Irish guys, probably in Chicago or something. So it's called the paddy wagon.
Wow.
I mean, it could have easily been the wop wagon or the nigger wagon or the beaner wagon or
Kike
something. Well, I think they'd have to call it the Kike Mobile. But it's turned out to be the paddy wagon. No one has a problem with that, though. Why doesn't everybody have a problem with the paddy wagon? All right. Renee?
Yeah?
Hey, you're 15.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much for taking my call. Okay, like I said, my dad's a quote-unquote cult leader.
He's a what kind of cult leader?
Quote-unquote, like, I mean, that's what it's called, and that's what it basically...
He's a cult leader, okay. Uh-huh. Nothing wrong with that. Good, honest living, running a cult.
No, he's in jail.
Oh, I see.
I don't know what to do. Like, I don't even go to school. I'm homeschooled and everything.
Uh-huh.
And you could probably guess I never had sex or anything before.
Yeah, that's good.
This is a good cult.
Yeah, it's a happy cult. Why is he in jail?
I think robbery.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyway.
How do you run a cult, by the way? Is that something you can do part-time out of your own house or weekends?
I don't know.
How many people were in the cult?
There still is about 20.
20.
We all live in the same house.
You all live in the same house? Yeah.
And, oh my gosh, I don't know. I really want to get away, but I'm 15 and I don't know what I can do.
And what are some of the rules of the cult? Because you guys could just be poor. That's its own cult.
Well, I mean, like, I can't wear certain clothes. I can't wear bathing suits for sure.
Right.
I can't listen to music or watch TV. I can't.
I see.
Oh gosh, I can't do anything.
Yeah, all right. It's a boring cult. Religious
Good cult, though.
Yeah, it's a good cult. All right, and you're living with other cult members.
Yeah.
Does the cult have a name?
The gatekeepers.
Oh, the gatekeepers.
Yeah, you might have even read about them in the newspaper.
Yeah, Drew's read about them. I don't read. I feel it's
No.
bad. I feel it poisons the mind.
You ever heard of Chris Dijon?
Chris Dijon?
Yeah.
I've heard of Honey Dijon.
No.
His porn star
a
wife.
Quick aside, I interviewed David Arquette tonight at the DrDrew.com show, and he was raised on a commune for a while. Wait, hang on a second, Renee. There's actually comedy to this. He was on a commune. The kids were running wild. He said it was sort of bizarre and out of control. It was all based on the belief systems of this Indonesian Indian guy, this Maharishi Mahesh guru. All these hippies in the 60s set up this commune. The Maharishi came to visit, and he looked around and went, "What the F are you people doing? Get a job. This is not what I intended at all. Get out of here."
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hey, work.
That is
It's
funny.
very funny.
Hey, Renee. All right, listen. Your dad's in jail. Why can't you? Where's your mom?
She's here.
She's here. Is she knee deep in the cult?
What? Yeah. So it's like, I want to go to school and everything, but I don't know how. I mean, she definitely won't let me go to school, but.
She won't let you?
Oh, for sure not. No, they won't let me go to school.
Oh boy. And are there real religious people?
Yeah, and so I don't know, if I know that if I run away, if I went to
Right.
they would never file a runaway report.
Well, listen.
Do not run away.
Listen, Renee. I hate to say, but you got dealt a bad hand. You got a lemon of a family.
Oh.
You're gonna have to just suck it up for about another 2 years, and then you got to move away.
Go to college.
Oh gosh.
What's the name of the gatekeepers? All right. It's funny. People never name their cults like, I think they should name a cult like a football team, like the Badgers. You know what I mean? The Lions, the Bears.
Bengals.
Yeah, give yourself a good name. You know what I mean? The Wild Weasels.
Wolverine.
Yeah, in case you play like another cult in softball. Do they do that? Do you think cults take on like other cults?
Well, of course.
They're having a big
celebrity.
Oh, celebrity cult softball game. I could get in that. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be back.
We'll be right back with more.
LoveLine.
Remember what college cost in the early 80s?
Tuition?
Yeah, books, typewriter, room and board.
Well, yeah, a bundle.
Was it worth it?
Well, of course. Every penny.
And get this, now it's over twice what you paid.
Well, yeah, but I don't have to worry about my kids' college bills for another 15 years.
Well, if costs keep hiking up and up, You'll be shelling out more in just 1 year for each of your children than you spent on yourself for all 4 years of college.
Ouch! So what do I do?
You better start saving today with U.S. savings bonds. They're easy to buy and afford and are guaranteed safe.
Yeah?
And savings bonds earn a treasury-based rate of interest right from the start.
Wow. Where do I find them?
At most banks. Or ask your employer about the payroll savings plan. But whatever you do, start saving now, or you'll be...
Rooting for a scholarship?
Exactly.
Take stock in America. U.S. savings bonds.
Mommy, can I have a drink of water?
Remember the last time you changed your motor oil? You let it flow down a storm drain. It found its way into our waters. So did that paint you tossed in the garbage, as well as those fertilizers you might have used a few too many of. If you think your actions have no effect on our waters, think again.
Thank you, Mommy.
You can help preserve our waters, not only for your sake, but for hers. Recycle used motor oil, dispose of paint and household toxins properly, practice composting, and use lawn and garden products sensibly. It's a small price to pay to preserve our greatest natural resource, and the reasons for doing so can be just as small.
Good night, Mommy.
Clean water. If we all do a little, we can do a lot. To find out how to help reclaim our waters, call 1-800-504-8484. That's 1-800-504-8484. Brought to you by the Natural Resources Defense Council, the Ad Council, and the EPA.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And now, Vince and Larry, the crash test dummies, with a lullaby.
Crumple, crumple, little car. When you crash, it's au revoir.
If on dumb luck you rely, through the windshield they will fly.
Keep your children off the streets. Put your kids in safety seats.
Crumple, crumple, little car. Don't be dummies like we are. Gee, Vince, I'm kind of sleepy now.
Okay, Larry, just crash anywhere.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids' safety belts. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
McGruff here at the airport with some tips that can help make your traveling safer. Pardon me, sir.
Hey, aren't you,
McGruff, the crime dog.
Yeah, I thought I recognized the paws.
Where do you keep your wallet?
My hip pocket.
Well, look over there at that man at the ticket counter.
So?
The guy behind him in line just bumped him.
Yeah?
And he could have picked his pocket while the man was talking to the ticket agent. Just like someone could have picked yours while you were looking over there.
Oh, gosh.
Put your wallet in your front pants pocket or your briefcase.
Yeah, really, sure.
Another thing, hold on to that laptop computer all the time. Don't put it down. It's too easy for someone to pick it up when you turn your head.
Oh, hey, you're just full of good advice. Thanks, McGruff.
You're welcome. Just remember, keep your wallet in a safe place. Never leave your bags or valuables unattended, even for a minute. Do that and you'll be helping take a bite out of crime. You got it. A public service message from me, McGruff, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition, and the Ad Council.
Dad, can me and Olivia and you take me to the zoo?
Kids need dads when they're babies.
Daddy, can I tell you a secret? I think there's a monster under my bed.
When they're little, when they're teens, when they're young adults.
Dad, all my friends stay out till midnight.
But sadly, most kids don't have a dad to rely on.
Dad, I met the most amazing person the other day, and I was just wondering, how did you know that Mom was the one?
Because most dads spend less than 10 minutes a day with their kids.
Dad, should I invest in a CD or a mutual fund? And what do you think?
Being a dad is real simple. All it takes is time, and it takes a man to be a dad. Call 1-800-790-DADS for free, helpful information. A message from the National Fatherhood Initiative and the Ad Council.
Yes, another episode of LoveLine comes to a close. I want to thank No Doubt for joining us tonight. I think the love has been rekindled amongst the band members. And again, tomorrow night we'll be speaking of love, just the love between Adam and myself. So until that time, this is Dr. Drew on Adam Carolla's behalf saying mahalo.
When I was 14, I tried to be straight, or I thought I should be straight, and I was confused. You know.
Well, now.
This has been LoveLine. The stuff expressed on LoveLine is not necessarily the stuff of the staff, management, sponsors, or anyone else, including Westwood One Entertainment. LoveLine is produced by Ann Wilkins and Gold. Now, please enjoy these birds.